Hello and thank you for tuning in today. This is Bazooka Hoopz coming at you with another hoop shoe review for you. Man, I am so excited for this one. I finally caved in and bought a pair. I had to pay over resale. What can I say? I've been waiting for a colorway to come out that I truly enjoy. And don't get me wrong, I did enjoy the Artist on Court and also the Enlightened Warrior. But something about this colorway I really enjoy, so I had to pick these up. Never been a real true fan of the Kyries. I've tried the Kyrie 1s, the Kyrie 5 lows, and the Kyrie Infinities. Never been a big fan. Hopefully Anta has kicked it up and it's changed a little bit. Let's go ahead and break it down a little bit more here. Bazooka Hoopz. We're gonna start off with the colorway here, and man, to begin with, this is probably the best colorway I own. The shoe is just beautiful all around. I mean, the colorway of this, we have some blue, red, yellow, green, and white with the gum bottoms. And honestly, huge fan of blue and red. Insane details everywhere on this shoe. I don't even know where to start, but let's go ahead and start with basically the outside skeleton of the shoe. Most white on this shoe. It's gonna have a tribal print on it, and also just on the toe here, some hieroglyphs. You know, if you don't know what hieroglyphs are, basically just old writing, Egyptian days, maybe alien days, who knows what you believe in, but basically that's what it is. Really cool patterns here on the front of the toe. We have a nice little pattern with all the colors blended in here. I don't know exactly what it is, but it looks cool. Same on the side of the shoe, on the strap, as well as the heel. Just a bunch of different designs that are incorporated in the shoe. Huge fan of the heel lining. Heel lining's got a bunch of blots, a bunch of different spots. But that's okay. I like how it just incorporates all the color in it. Inside the tongue here, we have a blue tribal pattern. I think that looks very cool as well. Big fan of the way Kyrie Irving's logo looks with Anta. I think it looks really cool. Like I said earlier, the heel loop on this is really cool. Big fan of the way they just incorporate the art on this shoe. I think it looks nice. And yeah, like, I mean, it's a very basic breakdown of what the shoe actually looks like in person on the actual designs and patterns put in the shoe. I'm giving a really broke man's version of the details about it just because I could spend all day kind of talking about the way the shoe looks. The materials, I mean, the whole shoe is basically a plasticky material. It's thin, smooth, a little bit hard to it. It's not as stiff as, you know, some other shoes, you know, maybe like the MB2 or the MB3's type material, but it's definitely some type of plasticky. We have tiny amounts of mesh going around the shoe on the toe box, as well on the side here, a little bit more on the side, just little parts of mesh that are spattered all around the shoe. It's not really too important. It's not there for a whole lot of reasons, it's just there for design. The eyelets here, we have got plastic overlay over the eyelets. It's a softer, harder plastic. This is actually going to help prevent your shoe from ripping, getting messed up around that eyelet area a little bit more, you know, than just the cloth eyelets. Those seem to rip pretty easy. We have a whole plastic piece right here going from the front of the toe all the way back basically to the heel. This is going to be very nice for our containment. Any type of hard movements, I'm assuming that material is there just so that way you're nice and contained. When you just lift up this here, very nice. It's kind of a plasticky material, soft though as well. So it's not exactly plastic, but it's not exactly mesh. And then you go up to the top of the tongue, it's like a neoprene type material. Very squishy, very soft. The strap here we have is very thin, very flexible. It's like a thin plastic. Quality of the shoe, I mean, just materials wise, I wouldn't say it's the most quality. It's pretty normal, run-of-the-mill type shoe. I'm a huge fan of this shoe. I think it's fairly quality. I think it's like basically a piece of art, like Kyrie said it would be. And honestly, when you look back throughout the years and you look at a shoe, this is going to be one that kind of stands out from the most because the spins, the touches, the very different types of nuances of color they put in here. There's a lot of thought put in it, and that's why I appreciate the most of it. So just quality wise, I think it's very quality. For retail, these are a steal. Really good quality for retail. I had to pay resale, but still not mad at all. The presentation of the box, I mean, when you just get the shoe, it just feels quality in hand, and that's something you're looking for. And then the traction here. In this traction, we have basically a gum bottom here. Big fan of the color gum on bottoms. And basically just going down, it's really flat. There's no grooves sticking out of the shoe like other basic patterns. So, you know, that's something you're gonna look for on dust. Hopefully it doesn't get caked up too fast and you're sliding around. But I think it's still, you know, gonna work pretty well. Just the feeling of it's very nice. I guess what we could say we have here is an octopus type traction pattern. A bunch of different tentacles and different types of legs to the octopus. You know, interesting design. I haven't seen many like that. But we have a nice fuzzy bottom as well. I would say this is like a rubbery, fuzzy material. It's definitely textured for sure. It's not smooth. And I think that's gonna help out with that friction as well. And it comes up a little bit just on the heel and on the front of the toe, basically to the midfoot, it's gonna come up. and the sides. And I think that's going to be very nice for the people that play on your toes, you know, play on your forefoot quite a bit like myself. So I think I'm going to enjoy that. Foam on this shoe. Anta is using a full-length foam. I know it's on many other videos on what it's called. I am so sorry I did not look it up to see, but I'm sure a nice easy Google search will tell you that. I just didn't think of it, and here I am making the video. I don't feel like going back to edit it out and all that. So, but it's a nice foam, really cushy. Kind of feels like Boost, you could say. When you squeeze it, really nice cushiness to it. And that's gonna make its way all the way to the forefoot. You can kind of see it's really uncaged on the inner here, and on the outer it's pretty uncaged until you get to that midfoot. We have a nice bottom cutout here. That's going to be nice when you're landing. I'm assuming that's going to give you some more give into the cushion. It's going to be able to squish down a little bit more, not as compressed as if it was covered. We also have a top-loaded midfoot shank plate, and that's going to run from basically the start of the ball of our foot all the way to the midfoot. And I think that's going to be nice, giving us some return of energy, some nice bounce. Yeah, this cushion feels really nice in hand. It feels really squishy, just like any other Adidas shoe I have. That Boost, it feels just like that. So I'm really excited to play in these and see how these feel. Step in comfort for these. Wow, let me tell you, I was really surprised on these. I took these out of the box. I don't know what I was expecting to tell you, but I wasn't expecting when I tried on. It felt super nice on foot. Wrapped my foot all around very nicely. The foam on the shoe, very nice, very cushy. And I basically just tried it on untied, and I tied it back up, and it just got better as I tightened it. Nice padding on the Achilles and the ankle as well, so when you step in, put your foot in, that's gonna feel nice. Moving around, taking some steps, taking some, you know, little movements just to feel that foam, just to feel the cushioniness on it. And you know, great cushion for what I can feel so far. You know, no issues at all. I'm really excited to give these a try. I would just say the only thing about these is going to be just the materials are a little thin up top. Not as much, you know, cushion on the materials, really thin. But you know, you're still nice with that tongue. The tongue is nice and cushy as well. Don't have to really worry about pinching anywhere. This is the first time I tried them on, so I would assume just the more I play them, the more I break them in, it's just gonna feel a whole lot better. And honestly, I'm super excited for that because right now these feel amazing. Weight on these shoes, these are size 13. I'm not gonna give you guys the full breakdown of weight right now on the scale. I'll do that in my full performance review, which will come out pretty soon, so look out for that. But you know, just in hand, they don't feel too heavy. They feel basically the run-of-the-mill of my pretty middleweight shoes. These are pretty much right in the middle of the run here. Probably a little bit shading towards the lighter side, not heavier. But you know, just in hand feel nice. On foot felt nice. You know, again, size 13. So the way I move, the way I play, that doesn't really affect me too much, the weight. So that's just something that you have to look out for on smaller sizes if you're looking for weight. But you know, weight does not really bother me at all when I'm playing in a shoe. So I think these will be just okay. Sizing and fit on these guys, I went size 13, like I said, true to size and how I go. Basically all my shoes I own are size 13. I put Move insoles in my shoes, not sponsored by Move. I would keep saying hit me up Move, but they don't know who I am, so one day. So yeah, that might just affect the fitting a little bit on your shoes. I put them basically in all my shoes, so that could just teeter a little bit on, you know, the try-on. I wasn't able to try on my usual, you know, basketball socks. I usually wear, you know, nice thick cushion socks, but I basically tried these on with a thin sock on. So I'm assuming it's gonna get a little bit more tighter as the fit goes. But you know, as far as fit, the length was probably just a thumb width too long. But like I said, different socks on is probably gonna be about a half thumb width. And that's not bad at all. Not as compact as I would prefer, but it still feels really nice. And as far as width-wise, I had no issues at all. I have a slightly wide foot, and you know, width-wise, it was very nice. I didn't feel any type of cramping, any type of pressure anywhere. It felt perfect. Yeah, and just moving around in these shoes, you know, sizing-wise, took some hard steps, hard movements, and it didn't slip anywhere. No heel slippage, nothing cramming against the materials, nothing hitting. Everything felt good so far. I am really excited to give you guys the full breakdown of these shoes. I finally decided to cave in and get these. Really beautiful shoe, honestly. This is probably my top favorite colorway. I would say these are probably my favorite colorway. Alongside of my LeBron 17 What Does, I would say it's a close 1 and 2. Put a gun to my head, I don't know what to tell you. Lose one shoe in a house fire, I don't know what to tell you. Probably these because they're cheaper, but color-wise, I don't know. I honestly, these, you tell me, what do you think? I was not expecting to like these shoes as much as I am so far. Really excited to put these on and take these for a spin. These might be one of the best performers of the year just by initial try-on. So really excited to give you guys the full breakdown on these. Thank you so much for watching today. I really enjoy the interactions with people. Any type of likes, comments, anything like that, you know, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really thankful for subs. You know, honestly, just past 105. So excited for that. The race to 100 was a long one. I have quite a bit of videos out right now, but I'm still not done. I still have lots of shoes to get out for you guys. Lots of initial reviews, lots of performance reviews. I'll just keep dropping them for you guys, giving you the content that you like, and hopefully keep upgrading every time, getting better for you. Any type of support helps. You know, and you guys smash that like, subscribe, you know, comment, and until next time, Bazooka Hoopz.